Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today, we start our week looking at upgrading all 5 of the Commander decks from Tarkir Dragonstorm. Starting out this week, we're looking at Mardu Surge. Like all modern pre-constructed Commander decks, we have 2 legendary creatures that can lead the deck. Zurgo Stormrender and Nerev Crackling Vanguard. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically, if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Zurgo Stormrender is a 3-mana 3/3 legendary orc warrior with Mobilize 1. Mobilize is a new keyword that makes it so that when this creature attacks, we create a tapped and attacking 1/1 red warrior creature token. We sacrifice that token at the beginning of our end step. Additionally, whenever a creature token we control leaves the battlefield, we draw a card if it was attacking. Otherwise, each opponent loses 1 life. Nerev Crackling Vanguard is a 5-mana 4/4 legendary spirit dragon with flying and death touch. When Nerev enters, we create 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens. When Nerev attacks, we exile a number of cards from the top of our library equal to the number of differently named tokens we control. During any turn we attacked with a commander, we may play those cards. For those new to the channel, I like to do something a little different from what other content creators do. Rather than just cutting 10 cards or doing $50 in upgrades, I like to build 2 decks out of 1. You see, most pre-constructed commander decks have a primary goal that ties in with the primary commander, and a backup plan that's tied to the secondary commander. In this case, Zurgo wants us to have a lot of tokens. If those tokens die when attacking, we draw cards. If they die at any other time, we damage our opponents. Win-win either way. So Zurgo wants a lot of tokens, and he wants us to be attacking with those tokens. Meanwhile, Nerev wants us to have as many different types of tokens to help dig through our deck. So to me, Nerev is a more aggressive turn creatures sideways style of commander, while Zurgo is asking to be an aristocrat's commander, which I'm all for. But before we get any further, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard is made famous by their boulders, solid, reliable, and affordable deck boxes. Boulders are now available in solid colors, like this beautiful gray one seen here. Find out if your local game store carries the new Ultimate Guard solid color boulders, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Let's compare the base deck against our checklist and see what was lacking and what we can do to upgrade it. 45 mana sources split between 37 lands and 8 pieces of ramp. Absolutely room for improvement here. 11 pieces of card advantage, including a Skull Clamp reprint, so we're good here. 5 pieces of interaction, way too low. 1 board wipe, 1 piece of graveyard hate, no sudden I win cards, but we're a Precon, so it's fine. So let's discuss what our plan is for this deck. We're going for an aristocrats deck. We already have a couple of pieces we need, some sacrifice outlets, creatures to sacrifice, and payoffs for sacrificing those creatures. Well, 1 payoff, Bastion of Remembrance. So we'll want to add some more. Let's start with what we're cutting, and then go over what we're adding. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm currently streaming with my son over on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. To start out with, we're cutting Nerev Crackling Vanguard, Iron Will Forger, Will of the Mardu, Infantry Shield, Redoubled Stormsinger, Angel of Invention, Ogre Battle Driver, Kaya Geist Hunter, Gold Knight Commander, Lingering Souls, Release the Dogs, Within Range, Commander's Insignia, Legion Loyalty, Blade of Selves, Lightning Greaves, Emeria Angel, Vault of the Archangel, Fetid Heath, Shattered Sanctum, and Smoldering Marsh. Now, none of these token generators that are getting cut are bad. I just wanted a wide variety of tokens in order to fully take advantage of narrative. Also, what are you doing cutting lands, Danon? Don't worry, dear viewer. We'll add some different ones back in. First of all, we've got Austere Command as another board wipe. I know that there are other more powerful ones out there, but Austere Command comes with flexibility not seen in any other budget option. Next up, to expand our interaction package, we've got Generous Gift, Fracture, Goblin Bombardment, and Mayhem Devil. Yes, some of these cards serve double purpose as pieces of our Aristocrats package. Speaking of which, to expand that package, we're running Cruel Celebrant, Zulaport Cutthroat, Blood Artist, Ellis Ilkor Sadistic Pilgrim, Mirkwood Bats, Marionette Apprentice, and Garna Bloodfist of Keld. Our Mana Ramp package also needed some additions, so we've added Talisman of Indulgence, Boros Signet, Orzhov Signet, Rakdos Signet, and the thematic Pitiless Plunderer. Finally, to round out our lands, I've added Castle Lochthwain, Temple of Malice, one Mountain, and one Swamp. So, what are we building with the cards that we removed? What kind of monstrosity did Danon cook up? I'm so glad you asked, dear viewer. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Sundown Pass, Shattered Sanctum, Haunted Ridge, Clifftop Retreat, Isolated Chapel, Dragon Skull Summit, Sunbillow Verge, Tainted Field, Smoldering Marsh, Rugged Prairie, Fetid Heath, Graven Cairns, Battlefield Forge, Caves of Koilos, Sulphurous Springs, Vault of the Archangel, Bajuka Bog, 6 Mountains, 6 Plains, and 6 Swamps. Pretty straightforward. I know it's not exactly a budget mana base, but I wanted the lands to match up as much as possible. For Mana Ramp, we've got Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Conviction, Talisman of Hierarchy, Talisman of Indulgence, Boros Signet, Orzhov Signet, Rakdos Signet, Felwar Stone, Mind Stone, Chromatic Lantern, Solemn Simulacrum, and Wayfarer's Bauble. Mostly mana rocks, which is to be expected with our color identity, but also some land ramp. Our card advantage package consists of Deadly Dispute, Morbid Opportunist, Phyrexian Arena, Plumb the Forbidden, Big Score, Painful Truths, Victimize, Sun Titan, Read the Bones, and Liliana Dreadhorde General. No, we're not an Aristocrats deck, but a lot of the good card draw in Mardu is either wheels or sacrifice effects. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Despark, Fracture, Disenchant, Generous Gift, Vindicate, Mortify, Abrade, Boros Charm, Ink Shield, Crackling Doom, and Bedevil. Gotta keep our opponents in line somehow. Our board wipes consist of Austere Command and Dam. Flexible, powerful, and budget. The core of our deck consists of Iron Will Forger, Will of the Mardu, Infantry Shield, Redoubled Stormsinger, Angel of Invention, Ogre Battle Driver, Kaya Geist Hunter, Gold Knight Commander, Lingering Souls, Release the Dogs, Within Range, Commander's Insignia, Legion Loyalty, Blade of Selves, Lightning Greaves, Emeria Angel, Mardu Siegebreaker, Jaxus the Troublemaker, Thalaze Reverent Medium, and Alenda the Dusk Rose. Supporting our plan, we've also got Windcrag Siege, Ishin Two Heavens as One, Intangible Virtue, War Leader's Call, City on Fire, and All Out Assault. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. Right on target. 11 pieces of card advantage counting our commander. 11 pieces of interaction. 2 board wipes. 1 piece of graveyard hate in Bajuka Bog. 1 Sudden I Win card in City on Fire. Our deck is designed to go as wide as possible with a huge variety of tokens, thus allowing our commander to dig through our deck at an absurd rate. But if we can have City on Fire on board, we should end the game almost immediately. Triple damage is no joke, and our opponent's life total should topple like dominoes. Are you picking up Mardu Siege? What are your plans for the deck? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Damon. You could have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also want to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons. Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alix, Borgie, Nasman, Conga, Chris, Robert, William Pye, Kazaris, Booksu, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Sint, Boomy, Jackie, Finn, Zen, Asura, Justin, Christian, and Golden Walker. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Damon.